So today is January 1st. I'm going to set some new intentions. I'm going to go to the gym every day. No, I'm not. I'm not going to set that intention. I've been there, done that, tried it. It doesn't work for me. Perhaps it works for you, and I support you in that. You need to find the intention that works for you. You need to find the way in which you want to bring the experience of life, of joy and love and prosperity and happiness that works for you. Each of us shows up in life at a varying degree. We are not the same degree. Everybody has a different degree. And the martial arts, they're very clear about this. Your degree, is represented by the color of the belt that you get. In education, we identify this by the degree that you earn when you complete. It's now you get a degree when you graduate from kindergarten. You get a degree when you graduate from grade school. You get a degree when you graduate from high school. You get a degree when you graduate from college. You get it, it goes on and on and on. And it identifies something. It identifies that you have completed some time, some space, some measurement that says that according to the way that they've looked at it and evaluated it, you have moved to this point. But it is not the whole of who you are. You can have all of the degrees in the world. You can have all of the education and the knowledge in the world. You can have a whole lot of experience. But if you're not putting it into practice, if you're not bringing it into some manifestation, then what is the purpose? What are you doing it for? I ask this often of people. It's like, if you show up on Sunday morning and you sit here for an hour and nothing in your life is changing for the greater good, then why are you showing up? I know the coffee is good here, but it's not that great. Why the cookies? Yeah, okay. I knew you were going to come in with that. I believe that we show up in the Center for Spiritual Living because we understand at some level that there is something happening when we gather together as like-minded people in agreement that there is a consciousness, there is a power, that there is a presence that is available to each and every one of us in order to improve and enhance the experience that we call life. And we do it together in community because we have understood, and it has been given to us by the master teacher that absolutely said in that very simple way, where two or more are gathered in agreement. Do you get that? Where two or more are gathered in agreement. You have to be in agreement. Then all things will be made unto you. Not for you, not from the outside, but unto you from within, because the kingdom of heaven is within. You already have it. You need to find a place where you come into agreement with others that says that I understand that there is a power and the presence for good in the universe, and that it is available for me, and it is available for you, and it is available for everyone. And we can bring forth heaven on earth. We can bring forth a new world. We can renew life in a way that has never been before, because we have come together in a collective consciousness that says that we know that there are things that no longer serve us, that no longer serves the human race, that no longer serves the planet Earth, no longer serves the greater universal cosmic mind of God. And so it's time to let go. It's time to release it. It's time to step into something new, into something greater. And everything in our world is pointing to that. Everything in our scientific field is telling us this. Everything in our traditions and our cultures and our faiths from time immortal has been telling us that there will become a time where there is the possibility and the potential for peace on earth and goodwill to all. And now is the time. And you are the people. And this center, and every center, in every temple, in every synagogue, in every church, in every place in which people gather in this world, in this time, in this place, it is now. There is no other time than right here and right now. And so we begin. We begin this year anew. We begin this year with something fresh and vital and alive. We had a practice that we did in 2011. First with our core council, and second with our licensed practitioner. And it's called the co-creation process. It's a process by which we come together, and usually it was a Friday night and an all-day Saturday, and we work through some issues. So we have to identify all the things. This is what's working. This is what's not working. This list always was bigger. And then we had to approach it. We had to take it on. We had to face our fear. We had to challenge ourselves. We had to move out into a new experience. We had to let go of the chains. There's a story, I think it's probably a Buddhist story, that talks about this eagle that was captured, and it was chained outside of its cage. It was like right there by its cage. It was chained to it for years upon years, to the point to where the eagle no longer even bothered to spread its wings. It didn't even attempt to make a move. It just sat there, so unaware, so unconscious, so caught up into the experience that it wasn't even aware that somebody had come along and had removed the chain. It sat there in its own consciousness, imprisoned by what it believed. And then one day, it began to move a little bit, took a little step, didn't feel the restraint, and took another step, began to move a little further out on the limb, began to realize there was an inner urge that was coming up in this eagle that said, I'm free. I have a new idea. There's a new consciousness. There's something that is developing within me. And it began to spread its wings and took off and began to soar. And it remembered who it was. It remembered the magnificence of what it was to be like in that total space of freedom, flying high above everything, soaring in the magnificence and the wonderment of what its natural essence was, to be free